Let's see. Can y'all tell me if you can hear me now? Okay, I know. But how about now? Can you hear me now? Yes, no? Anybody? YouTube, Facebook? Okay, perfect. See, all I needed to do was just update. So I'm sorry. Well, listen, okay, yeah, I needed to update stuff. I practice law. I don't do technology. It is what it is. Thank you, Mr. Gideon Bo. Thank you. Perfect. That's all I needed to do. At least I know what to do now, unlike last time. All right, let's maximize the time. Okay, I ain't doing that. Okay. Good evening. Good. Yeah, I'm just seeing that. No sound, no sound. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Tor. How are you? I sent you an email earlier today. Yes, that's been fixed now. No sound. Okay. I have a brother who is handicapped. He got here in the U.S. with disclaimer, general information, nothing specific to anyone's case. No. But okay. Who is handicapped? He got in the U.S. with a tourist visa. Is there a way for him to get a green card? Is there a way for him or for you? I mean, what he may qualify for or not qualify for depends on a whole lot of things. That's not just yes or no. That's something you sit down with the lawyer to evaluate your case, whether you or him. I'm not sure because you said, is there a way for me? I'm assuming you mean for him. So yes. Thank you. Who has been abused by some people in my country based on his handicap? I mean, if it's been here less than a year, he may consider asylum. But whether or not that's going to be the best route for him to go, that's something he sits down with a lawyer to discuss. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you for looking out. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. Thank you, Miss Thor. Thank you, Jay. Okay, perfect. Been to Nigeria twice to visit beautiful people. We welcome. Nigerians are very welcoming. Africans are welcoming. It's just, it's not. Let me just reserve my comment. But Africans are very welcoming. You would love it. No wahala, no. Him. Okay. So that's an option that may be considered asylum if he's been persecuted in your home country. So, and if hasn't been here for up to a year within the first year of entry, then that's something he may want to consider. But it's just best for you to have him consult with a lawyer, so that you know exactly what the best route for him is. Okay. Alrighty. All right. Keep the questions coming. Let's go to TikTok and see. TikTok. Notifying. I have a change of status B to F1. I need to find a country to exit to for F1 visa advice. General information, nothing specific to anyone's case. People usually go to Mexico or Canada to have the F1 visa stamp. Anything about how long an application is taking for processing, go to uscis.gov/processing times. Yes, I just saw that. Yeah. Okay. My VAR case was transferred to National Benefit Center after 32 months. What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. It just means it's just so a lot of people are, that's one thing a lot of people are, like, okay, what's going on? Why are they transferring my case? It's just part of the adjudication process. They say it's in your transfer notice would just in order to speed up processing of your case. And, we transferred to National Benefit Center. Then next thing you may get another transfer notice that says in order to speed up the process of you transferred to whatever field office. It's just part of that. So there's nothing to worry about. I'm a U.S. citizen and I filed I-130 for my wife who lives outside. Not more than 15 months. Can I sue? If it's still within the normal processing time, there's nothing to sue about. If you've got to make sure that it's outside the normal processing time. Yeah, sorry. We fixed that now. Okay. Please do not repeat questions. Um, I got to prima facie determination through VAL, and now they say my case moved to a different center. Is that so? That's the same thing about transfer. If you win asylum in this Trump regime, will you get your green card? It's not about regime. The regime, the administration does not determine whether you get a green card or not. What determines is if you qualify for the immigration benefits you're filing. So if you win an asylum, then you become an asylee, and after 1 year, you're eligible to become a green card holder, and you can file your adjustment of status even less than a year, as long as it's not adjudicated before you've been in asylee status for a year. Now, I always tell people, because in this current administration, during their first term, they changed a lot of things about asylum, which they are on track to do. So the fact that this policy is in place today does not mean it's not going to change by the time we wake up tomorrow, because we wake up and there's always something new. So for right now, that's still the same policy, but that's always subject to change. How long does VAL RFE take to respond? There's no time frame for that. Okay, this person who's saying answer my question, I'm going to block you because I don't owe you anything. Let's see. People are just really, but anyway. Okay. Okay, if you win, all right. That's not okay. Responding to that. Transferred. Okay, yeah. Please do not repeat questions. It takes much longer to try to weave through that. How long is it taking in 2025 to receive your receipt notices? It's not taking long, but it still depends on what application you filed. Okay, how can I obtain a copy of my visa? My visa was stolen and I need it for adjustment of status. You don't need it for adjustment of status. You need your I-94 to show that you came in legally, which you can get online. I have a 6-month stay, but I'm leaving at months and 3 weeks. I have a 6-month stay, but I'm leaving at, you mean 1 month and 3 weeks? I mean, I'm not sure what you're asking. Abim Balam, can you clarify your question? The Lord is my shepherd, share the life. Thank you for sharing. Okay, let's see. Okay, that fixed that. Okay. Hi, Miss Sabina. How are you? We missed you on Tuesday. Can cash bail? I don't need anything about removal and detention and bail. I don't handle that at all. So it's not a question I can answer at all. Yes, just a reminder, we go live every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. Any other time zone in Malatibir, Siri and Alexa, and who else is there? Alexa, Siri, somebody else. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. Okay. All right. Let's see on Instagram. Let's see on Instagram. Okay. Hello, Epic Movements. I referred another friend to you. Thank you. I met with Miss Walters today. It was great seeing her again, and I'm hoping that I was floored by the information she gave. I was like, what? But yeah, I'm hoping that they listen to her and do the right thing. But thank you for the referral. Appreciate that. I'm doing very well. How about yourself? Miss Peggy says I can't leg with late tonight. I'm awake. Well, not immediately play football, but went back. So, that's American for your work. You get tired. Yes, my baby is hungry. He is real fire. I'm telling you. To all the Muslim mamas and papas at Kupa and Ramadan. Yes, yes. Mine was 430. That's mine is close to that. I am with salami. Yeah, it's ridiculous to be paying that much in each month for. It's like I think my bill is usually the lowest about between October and December, because January, February is like you get those storms just out of nowhere, and your heat is yeah. But no, October, no, because September is still hot. July, August is the worst. It's like it's like let me just give you my paycheck. How about that? Epic movements. What's yours like? Looks like you pay less than that. That's good. Well, I guess it also depends on if you're living in a home or a studio apartment, 2 bedroom, a mansion. It would depend on how much energy you're using. I don't think they read the meter, to be honest with you. I've never seen anyone come out and read my meter anyway. Miss Final Chinese says, "May Allah make it easy for us all and grant us all our heart desires." I mean, yes, Amen, Amen. We agree in faith with you. Yes, Amen. God's favorite. How are you doing? All right, bring your questions now. And yes, this is like no question. No. We're here now. Question night, everyone. Many questions under this new admin. Bring your questions. Bring your questions. Bring your questions. I'm not washing. Can you imagine? Okay. Steam everywhere. Thanks so much for leaving this law firm. Thank you. We appreciate that. When you put it there, he will start working. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. I'm telling you. There's this feeling that comes with taking long warm bath, though. I know, but that feeling also should come with you paying it. Because if you're paying it, that's like I should be having that feeling. I mean, go on, you feeling here, and I'm the one paying the bill. So yeah, the feeling is good. But I'm sure the people who don't pay it are the ones who feeling good. But when you're not, when you're the one paying it, you remember like I know you can call me. Let me get out. Um, Hello, Alan Gal. How are you? My son was taking lunch and I was playing PS5 all day, 8 at 3 a.m. The morning of eight, no PS went to the military was the best thing. Oh my god, oh my god. That is a big contrast. Night and day. Like a shock of a lifetime. Like what? Yeah. About the registration cleared it already. Okay, perfect. Okay. So those that overstay their visitor visa consideration, yes, based on their press release, yes. Unless they change something. Hey, Miss Lucy, how are you? Yes, that's why I was out. We fixed that on YouTube now. And have not found anything with USCIS. Yes, because I-94 they would have been issued when they applied for immigrant or non-immigrant visa and being issued at I-94. that also that is also a category of those who are considered registered. Well, listen, we don't just reserve my comment. Yes, reserve it. Thank you. My spouse withdrew my case immigration, which my case was denied. Can I turn it to VA case? You may, but consult with a lawyer to see if because a withdrawal can also be part of abuse. But what led up to that? There's got to be an underlying. There's got to be some background information, facts. Before, someone just doesn't just wake up and withdraw. There's got to be something that may make you eligible for VA. But consult with a lawyer just to be sure. Let me see. We'll judge you later. You can judge later. That's fine. But listen for now. Hi, Miss Savannah. How are you? Only, but let's give it to you, Shaki. If your I-140 was approved, but you had to leave the U.S. before it was approved, how do you get back? How do you get back to go back to your job? If your I-140 was approved by, I'm guessing, okay, let me just rephrase your question. I'm guessing you're asking if your I-140 was approved, but you had to leave the U.S. before it was approved, how do you get back to your job? You would need to sit down with a lawyer to discuss your case. So it's not just, this is what you need to do. There has to be what happened. Why did you leave? Was it just an I-140 petition that was filed? Did it indicate that you were going to be, what was the basis of you leaving? Do you have a visa to come back in? There's so many questions an attorney would ask you. So this is what you do. You sit down with a lawyer and discuss your case. Power nap and update. Was to say I left the group chat and blocked the admin. I missed that. I'm not sure what you. Hey, Miss Sophia, how are you? Hey, Queen Khadija, how are you? God put a blessing on you, sister. Thank you. I claim that and I receive it. Hey, Miss Malabi, how are you? Let's see. Is there a specific time to submit the I-693 medical, or should we wait until it's requested, or can we submit it at any time? Don't submit it yet. USCIS will put it wherever. They'll leave it in the mailroom and forget about it, and then send you another RFE. Send you an RFE and ask for it again. So if you did not submit, so now that may change, but right now, if you're filing an I-485, you're required to submit your 693 medical examination report. But if you already submitted your I-485, you have your receipt notice before this new policy, please do not send anything in. Just wait until they send your request for evidence, because when they send you an RFE, that's going to specifically ask for it. If you just voluntarily send it in, I can almost guarantee that they'll send you yet another RFE to send your medical. And you don't want to, I don't know how, maybe some people's insurance covers it. I don't know, but just wait until they send it they ask you to send it in. Well, all this entitled humans are simply paid for the data useful in life. Thank you, God's favorite 82. Thank you. Sometimes, but I was thinking, like, okay, if I say what I really am thinking, let me just leave it alone. But it's like, where are your manners? Like, who raised you? If my child says I can, then anyway, my child won't even do that. Even my child knows better. Yeah, but things like that, it says a lot about who people really are. Oh, Miss Ebony wasn't feeling well. How are you feeling? Hello, Teju 83. My day was fine. How was yours? Canadian married to U.S. citizen. I've been in the U.S. for the past 5.5 months. Can my husband submit my application, or do I have to wait 3 more months? Also, am I allowed to travel back? Canadian married to U.S. citizen. I'm assuming you had 90 days to stay. So if you've gone beyond the 90-day period, if you're married to a U.S. citizen, then you guys are married. You can do adjustment of status. And if you want to travel while that is pending, then you need to submit an advanced parole application. Am I allowed to travel back and return? Yeah. Well, so you said you've been here 5.5 months. Okay. No, I think you're allowed to stay up to 6 months. Is it 6 months or 90 days? I think it's 6 months. I stand corrected, but I think 6 months. I don't want to miss anyone's question. But yes, to answer your question, are you able to stay and can your husband file for you? Yes, he can, because you are an immediate relative, and you can file your the petition, green card, work authorization, and advanced parole concurrently, because that once you file he's able to file it's standard I-130, but once you file your green card application, you have to file an advanced parole if you intend to travel outside the country, because if you do not have an approved advanced parole and you travel, it's going to be considered that you have abandoned your adjustment of status. And if you do that, it's going to be hard for you to come back in. You're going to have to cancel the process, because then you have already established an immigrant intent based on you filing an adjustment of status application. Okay, let's see. I'm trying not to miss anyone's questions, so. My friend is I told her the rules. Don't repeat the questions. Okay. It's my daddy's sister that has. Okay. Thank you for telling her the rules. Yeah. What happens if USCIS comes to your house and meets your kids who came to visit, but what will the implications? What will the implications be? I'm not really sure why there will be an issue with them meeting your kids who came to visit. What is it? I mean, aren't they supposed to know you have kids? Did you not say you had kids? I'm not understanding your question. Can asylum be filed for a person who is out of status for about 8 months, as long as you're filing it within the first year of entry? You haven't been in the country for more than 1 year, and if it's been more than a year since you entered the United States, if you've got an exemption that allows you to file asylum beyond the 1 year period, then that's something you should consider, or you may want to consult with the lawyer just to be sure. Okay. I know what Mr. Shito wants to say, but hello, Mr. Shito. So I'm not sure that allowed you to come in, but where do you have your green card now? What do you want to say? But I don't know what it is. Let's see. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, there you are. Hello. Okay, he left. Okay, why did you say you want to join? Your eyes are pushing you. All righty, let's see. Because I was going to say, we just got his green card. Click that. Okay, that's been answered. I'm trying not to miss anyone's question, so taking my time so that I can answer your questions. What happens? Okay, 8 months out of asylum. My friend says her lawyer told her to not travel because it is up to the discretion of the immigration officers to let her back into the country, but she is a 10-year green card holder, so she is scared. Island Gal, I believe that was what I talked about Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? I think. If not, there is a video on our page that you can send to your friend. If she's got a lawyer, based on whatever her lawyer, that's between her and her lawyer. But based on what's going on, then send the video to her and let her make up her own mind. But there's no reason why someone who has a 10-year green card should not travel unless you fall within those categories that I talked about. Thank you for my 10-year green card, 10 years green card. You're welcome, Mr. Shidu. Green card. But we sent it out to you today. Thank you for trusting us through this process. I'm so happy for you. So happy. And by the way, you also qualify for citizenship since you got it based on so you qualify for citizenship already. Exactly, Alan Gill. So I mean, I told her to do a consult with you. Listen, like I always say, when it comes to travel questions, an attorney that represents you is in the best position to give you the best advice because they know your case. But I had 2 clients coming on Saturday with their advanced parole, one from Jamaica, one from Nigeria. I had another client coming last night from Nigeria on advanced parole. The only thing is, the one who came in yesterday was everyone. If you come in advance, where you're going to be placed in secondary inspection. But the one who came in yesterday, I think she said compared to her last trip, she was delayed a little bit this time around, and they brought another officer, but they just were like, okay, you've made 2 trips in less than this period of time. Why? And this was specifically for the burial of her parents, and they were like, oh, okay, condolences and sent her on our way. Everybody's case is different. So I've got, knock on wood, I've got 3 clients who just came in within the past few days on advanced for not even green card. So, but let your lawyer, you're welcome, Miss Queen. Queen Khadija, let your lawyer tell you. Your lawyer's in the best position to give you an advice. I've been denied before because of Nigerian divorce and remarried my spouse and refiled and got approved for 10-year green card. Is it safe for me to travel without having issues at the airport? I cannot tell you whether it's safe for you to travel without having issues at the airport. Okay, 6 months. Okay, I guess 6 months. So, if you've been here for Esther is 90 days. Okay, Canadian is 6 months. I don't see any reason why you can't file your adjustment of status in one step in EOS case. But the question is, are you at the point, Annika, are you at the point where you're okay with staying? Because once you submit the adjustment of status, you have to stay until your advanced parole is approved. If you're not ready to do that, then you're better off just still going out or your husband filing just an I-130 petition, but as a standalone petition for you. So that's a question you have to answer based on your circumstances. 6 months, yes. Does the medical expire? Haven't been with USCIS for 2 years. As of November 2023, medical examinations do not expire anymore. If you filed it before that policy came out, then it may ask you to redo it. But it's as of November 2023, it doesn't expire anymore. You're welcome. Yeah, Ms. Endless Sanctuary doesn't expire effective from that date. So anyone that's submitted theirs before that date, it still may still be subject to expiration. Especially if I let you in one more time and you don't show up, I will. Anyway. Can a citizen file for a sibling who has been here for a few years? A citizen can file for a sibling. That's not the issue. The issue is, can that sibling get a green card based on the filing of the sibling? And the short answer is no, because if you're out of status, you cannot get a green card based on hello. Hello? 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 Okay, that's it, Mr. Shudi. That's all. I'm giving you 2 chances now. Now I don't even know how to. Okay, you just. How do I get you out? See, that's why I didn't do tech stuff. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go back to. I don't want to miss anyone's question, so that y'all don't come for me. Y'all don't come for me. Okay. So the sibling can file, but number 1, sibling petitions are taking no less than 15 years. That means that if you file your case in 2025, your sibling may not be eligible for a green card until 2040. And if they are present in the United States, they have to maintain status up until 2040 in order to apply for a green card. So in your case, if your sibling's already out of status, they cannot get a green card in the country. They're going to have to leave the country, but they can't leave the country until they actually have a visa number available to them, which is going to be, 15 years from now. And obviously, they would need a waiver of unlawful presence. A whole lot. It's not just worth it for siblings. And the best scenario for siblings is someone who is outside the country. Okay, let's see. Hey, Miss Nelechi, how are you? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Okay. Can a 10-year green card holder file for his overstayed visa wife? Again, it's not about you not being able to file. So I always say this. There's the I-130 petition is a standalone petition. Just the same way anyone can file for someone who's not physically present in the country. So you can file an I-130 petition for your spouse, whether they're in the country or not. The question is, if your spouse is overstayed, can they get a green card depending on your status as the petitioner? If you are a green card holder and you're filing for a spouse who was overstayed, they're not eligible to apply for a green card in the country until you become a citizen, because there is no exemption for spouses of green card holders who have overstayed, unlike a citizen who's exempt from the overstay bar. I will call you tomorrow. Okay, my secretary will be in the office for you to talk to, Mr. Nuruddin. Asylum is just got granted. Congratulations, T girl. We're celebrating with you. What should I do concerning my pending I-485? What do you mean your pending? How did you file an I-485 before your asylum was granted? You're gonna have to clarify that with a lawyer so you know exactly what needs to be done. USCIS came to my house and met my kids and mother for a visit, but my wife wasn't home at that time. Will it be a problem? So your wife wasn't. Who were they looking for? Were you looking for you and your wife? Or were they not expecting to meet your mother at home? Were your kids not supposed to live with you? I mean, I'm still not understanding what the question really is or what the issue is. Aren't they supposed to meet your mom and if your wife was not home, if she was working, she went out with a friend, what is the issue with that? Let me see what I can answer for you. Okay. That's why she said she would travel the world and leave us with the for 25 minutes. I'm telling you, Mama feel like man. Mama, it's what the law. Angela the traveler tell them what the law. Okay, watch me. Watch me. I can't leave you behind. I'll leave my kids behind yourself. Can I file for visa for my partner and her kids from Nigeria? Yes. As long as you meet the requirements. Okay. Let's see. Sanjay, I'm good. How are you? I know I was down with a terrible cold was slowly. Oh, Mr. Bear. Now you need the ability more than I do. I hope you're feeling much better. Will Trump bring back his Nigerian ban? There's the word in the street is yes, hopefully not, but it would not be surprising. So there's a positive platform where we share our immigration journey and testimonies. And Tigger, we will celebrate with you on your asylum grant. Don't hold on to that. Yeah, it encourages other people for sure. I got married to a Nigerian that drinks a lot, and his I-130 got denied because divorce was fake. We had 3 interviews. He has a drink before every interview. Do people get 3 interviews or 1? That's left to USCIS. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you, Jay. Do you think that prosecutorial discretion is dead? I think so. To be honest, I think so. Do you advocate cases of clients for T visa? I do not, Miss Martinez. No. I used to, but I no longer do that. Okay, please. What are the requirements? Doesn't matter if we are both divorcees. Requirements for what? Let's see what other questions you got on TikTok was the time. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to see where I stopped. Okay, I think I see where I stopped. Okay. How can I get my receipt for asylum filed to an agent online? Call USCIS or email the lockbox where the asylum office where your case should be pending. But if you haven't received, you never got it your asylum receipt, or you may do a FOIA request of your records so you can get your records from USCIS. Can I go to Guyana with my green card and come back and not answering any question about whether you should or should not travel? Okay. We're proud to have you, ma'am. Thank you. I'm proud to be here as well, and honored and privileged to be here. I'm staying for 5 months and 3 weeks out of 6 months allowed. What are the implications there? They were given 6 months, but sometimes if you stay for close to the amount of time you're given, when you return, or especially if you return so quickly, then that may raise a red flag. But there's no telling what the implications may be until you come back in. My VAW has been approved since June 2024. When should I be expecting the green card? Whenever USCIS approves your case. Okay. Do you need kids' original birth certificate for N400 interview? Copies are fine. What is your take on EB2 and in this new government? It's yet to be seen, to be honest with you. I had a conversation with a colleague today. He does primarily business immigration and need to include employment immigration, basically. I'm just trying to see what's going, because it looks like some folks in USCIS office that are adjudicating NIW cases were just hired. Something is just not adding up there. But how this is going to turn out under this new administration is yet to be seen. So. Abe1004, your question is not clear. I-751 pending for 16 months. Is it a good sign? There's nothing about good sign or bad sign. Is it within the normal processing time? And I can tell you that it is. VAR is taking longer time to think about. Do you think VAR is taking longer time? Do you think? I don't understand what you're asking. Gotti the Great, what is your question? Or what do you think about it? I mean, it's nothing to think about. It is what it is with USCIS. They control the processing time. Can my daughter, who is a green card holder, file for me now? No. What do you do for a request of evidence for 485 sponsor? You get a joint sponsor. That's what you do. How can I correct a mistake I made on the work question on I-485? I said no, but the answer is yes. Most likely, if it's a marriage-based case, most likely you'll be scheduled for an interview. And when you get scheduled for an interview, you can correct it at that point. When can someone call you, ma'am? We are open 9 a.m. through 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, Alabama Central Standard Time, and you can speak with my secretary when you call my office. I applied in September 2024, have interview in April. Okay, what's your question? I applied for citizenship. USCIS took the money and denied it, saying I'm already a derivative citizen. Okay, so what's the question? So what's your question? The chosen one. That's a nice username. What's your question? King Adeolu Adekola. I can see your question, but the reason I'm not answering your question is because it was very simple. Don't repeat questions. So you put your question like 5-6 times, so it's not going to be answered. Can I file for my daughter? I'm not included by the time my husband filed for adjustment. Can I file for my daughter? I'm not included by the time my husband filed for adjustment status. I'm not. You didn't include your daughter? I still don't understand what you're asking me. Is there a hope for me for AOS? Came with F1 but never went to school. My 21-year-old kid US wants to petition for me. Your child can file for you, who is a US citizen, but whether or not USCIS is going to consider you coming in and never going to school a misrepresentation when you got the F1 visa, you wouldn't know until you actually apply. And if you've got a reasonable explanation why you didn't go to school, maybe the person who was supposed to sponsor you, build on you, something that makes sense to them, that's not going to result in misrepresentation, you wouldn't know until you actually file. So if you're concerned about that, you may want to talk to an attorney before you actually file. My 13-year-old has a 10-year green card through my husband since last year. Okay, what's the question? Can she file for citizenship? As is her father a citizen yet? Because last year is not even 5 years. So, but is the father a citizen? Because she's under the age of 18 and she's living with the father. Once the father becomes a citizen, she acquires citizenship automatically. But she's not. If you're looking at just on her own, she's not. Okay, we're out of time. Can a citizen file for my mom who overstayed in the country? Does she have to go back to Nigeria? If you're a citizen and your mom came in legally, even though she's overstayed, then you can file for her. General information, nothing specific to anyone's case. Okay, all right. Okay, people. I think I tried to get to as many questions as possible. Yeah. Okay. You've already talked about being from Delta. Is that true? Yes, it is true. Come on, share any. No, seriously, it's my paternal grandmother was from Ondo State, Yaburu. That's what we used to call her. The rest or so. And then my paternal grandfather was 100% Yoruba man, Delta State. So I just claim to be Yoruba because that's what my dad claimed. I don't know, because I have Yoruba names. My Yoruba names are Ongene. Y'all don't be calling me that. Just so it's a half and half, but I grew up as a Yoruba girl. So yeah, if that makes sense. I don't know, but that's what it is. But my information says on those states based on what my dad says. Okay. Hello, Faith. All right. Okay, everyone. I think we have answered most questions tonight. I'm glad that we were able to do that. Trump's plan to grant people with United States degree partway to green card still in, but we haven't heard him say anything. He's more focused on deportation and all that. We haven't heard him say anything. Can I file for citizenship with my extension of 48 months? If you have reached the 3-year mark, 5-year mark, or you're going to file based on be in the military, then yes, you can use that 48-month extension too, because that extends the green card itself. More than lays from one to say, yeah, thank you. As I was God can July one immigrant at the time. Yes, yes. You're from Delta State too. Okay, I guess we're a sister. You may be my sister. Who knows? Because I heard my paternal grandfather was a player back then. I'm just saying what I heard. But anyway, so I'm glad we were able to answer as many questions as possible. Happy Ramadan to all our Muslim brothers and sisters. We celebrate with you. We pray with you. Pray for us as well. Have us in your prayers as you do go through this whole holy time, because now more than ever we do need. I'm serious. That's what I know that for sure. We do need prayers, seriously, but we come together, where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, there in the midst he is. There is nothing more powerful than the congregation of believers lifting our voices to God and speaking things into existence and declaring and decreeing and declaring how we want it to be, and God saying, so shall it be. We pray that regardless of what may be going on around us, that we will stand firm, focusing on God, and whatever it is. I always say this, and I say it all the time, and I say it again. If God has brought you this way, a mighty long way, there's no policy that any man or woman wants to put in place that's going to change that. I'm not, people think, okay, immigrants are coming here to break the law. You're helping people, people break. No. And I tell people, how do I help people break the law if I'm trying to do something? We can file things legally if that's not breaking the law. It's about being able to be a part of fulfilling whatever our destinies are. So if God brought you here, he is going to complete that for which you were brought here. Everyone's life has a purpose. You didn't come to the United States by mistake. You're not here accidentally. God ordained you to be here. And because he has ordained you to be here, he's not going to let you live in disgrace. You will not be embarrassed back home. He would not put you to shame. So you have to believe that, and you have to work by faith. And so shall it be. Take each day as it is. Follow what the laws you have to, but file what you can. I keep saying it, whatever you qualify for, you've got to file it. But don't let fear take hold of you, because it would crumble you, it would cripple you. Let faith continue to lead you to that place where God has promised you. There's nothing anyone can do to change that. Your destiny cannot be altered. If God said it, if he spoke it, it shall be. You just have to keep believing it. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.